Good morning from sunny Brisbane. If you watched my last video, you'll know I just arrived here in the spirit of Queensland, coming from Cairns. Today, I'm heading back up north to Rockhampton on the tilt train. Well, at least that's what I was supposed to do. As it turns out, things don't always go as planned. You see, I got a text message last night at 1:30 AM. Apparently, a tree has fallen on the tracks. So they're replacing the train by a bus from here all the way to Bundaberg, which is about half the journey. Anyway, it is what it is. We'll still make it. You can't do anything about a fallen tree. But I was in business class, so I'll just be in a bus, and I don't even know if I'll have a window seat, but we'll see about that. Now, last week, I also got a message saying that the service was delayed half an hour. So instead of 11 o'clock, it's due to leave at 11:30. And I kind of laughed at that because, well, it doesn't really affect that much, but this one does. So it's 10:30. I've decided to get here an hour earlier, just to make sure I get everything right and know where I'm going. So now our rescheduled 11:30 train is now a bus. Thankfully, the bus station is conveniently across the road. Okay. Rockhampton train is bus now?
Yeah, so it'll be a half across the road.
Do you know which one or not yet?
Not just yet.
So I just go over there and wait?
Just wait this way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yep. So we get to wait at the station, which gives us a little time to do some train spotting while we wait.
I just want to say that they're not ready for boarding just yet. We're just getting everything ready. It's a little bit busy over there, so just a little bit of patience and we'll let you know when you're ready to board. But just so you know which buses you need to jump on, if you are going to Bundaberg, and that is Bundaberg and that is the end of your trip, jump onto buses 1 or 2.
This is the general boarding announcement for all customers on platform 10 travelling on this morning's Rockhampton Tilt Service Q301 coaches. Please remain on the platform. Avoid when there are trouble boarding out for all customers on platform 10 travelling on this morning's Rockhampton Tilt Service coaches Q301.
Sorry? 1 or 2? 1, okay, 2. 1, 2. Thank you. Rockhampton,
yep, have you checked with the ladies here?
I have, yeah.
Right,
yep.
okay.
Thank you. Alright. We're on the first part of the journey to Bundaberg. Big lineup, and I think pushed to try and get a window seat or seat with their friends. Because on the train it's all predetermined where you're sitting, and I think on the bus it's a free-for-all. And on the train I'm running business, which is a solo seat on the window, so I kind of really wanted a window seat because it helps with filming. So I was kind of pushing to the front and I managed to get there. So hopefully this bus isn't too full, but you've heard before they got 2 buses to Bundaberg, and then the other 2 buses are stopping at all the stations in between, so I don't know where we'll stop. Hopefully we will definitely be stopping at a couple of spots for lunch or snacks. It's not exactly the seat I was hoping for, but it is a seat. That's not too bad. Has a little recline, power, and the usual doodahs that are found above. The staff did provide us with some water and a little snack pack that included a sandwich, an apple, and some fruitcake. And as I'm about to learn, our bus is being driven by an Olympic dad joke champion.
You just have to bear with me for a little bit, folks. I was just reading the instruction booklet on this thing. I only got my licence this morning, so I still haven't worked out what this big red sign here on the left which says STOP. I better stop. Just having a chat to our rail staff here. We will be hopping into Landsborough to pick up a bunch of people. If you'd like to jump out and go to use the amenities there, would be a good idea. We do have a toilet on the bus. It's a $29.95 usage charge. Cash only, pay direct to me. I'll come on next one. And depending on how we feel, we have to drop off, or pick up at Karoi as well. And then we can just continue on through to, what's that other place? Oh, Bundaberg, yes.
We made our way out of Brisbane pretty much on schedule, but not before stopping for a train, just to rub the salt in the wound a little bit. Now there was a positive. We did get to take a glimpse at the Australian Zoo entrance. We would have missed this on the train, so that's something. And as it turns out, we do need to pick some people up. The first stop is Landsborough. After this, we were lucky enough to be treated with some more excellent jokes.
Considering I only got my licence this morning, I hope be wearing your seatbelt. No, just kidding. Little joke for the day. The prawn and crab fall madly in love. This is a clean joke, so don't be alarmed.
The next stop was at Karoi. Now, I'd love to say that this journey was a bit scenic, but it was mostly just highway. Having said that, the train would probably be the exact same views, but I wouldn't know. I'm not on a train. There was the occasional few nice things to see out the window though. This also happened to be the hottest day of the year so far, so the heat was smashing us through the window, especially after midday. Now, our bus leg of this journey takes us from Brisbane to Bundaberg. The journey felt like 12 hours, but it was actually more like 6, including a little break that we took at Roadhouse.
Ridiculously hot.
Roadhouse has the usual Roadhouse fare, as well as a pie feast.
Unfortunately, someone's fallen over inside as well, so hopefully they're okay. I think they're alright. This journey's turning out to be a story.
So I've got the aircon as cold as it'll go. So obviously heading northbound for folks on the left-hand side of the bus if you want to use those curtains, and it might help keep some of the heat out of the vehicle.
The next 2 hours were spent in a sweatbox. The air conditioner just couldn't keep up. But we eventually made it to the home of rum, sugar and ginger beer, Bundaberg. I've never been here before, so it was quite nice to get a little drive through the town.
Finally for the train.
We seem to be the last bus to arrive, with the train waiting and the other passengers already here, so it's straight onto the train for an immediate departure.
Car ready, right in front.
Finally, we've made it to the train, which by the way is an electric tilt train. This is actually the fastest train in Australia. Let's hope they test that and make up some time.
Well, the bus was dreadful. Let's hope that the train makes up for it.
Now this is more like it. A business class seat today is my favourite configuration, 2-1. There's decent leg room and a little footstool, as well as a pull down table. At the side of the seat there's some controls for the light above and audio for the entertainment, which is shown on the TVs above. I didn't actually bother with this. There's even a single cup holder for when the table is stowed, and 240-volt power down the side of the seat.
This is Alex, the train supervisor. Now welcome aboard for those passengers I've not yet had the chance to say hello to. Now when we do depart, we're going to come through and check tickets. That's our job number 1. Job number 2 will be, as promised, I'll sit down with the timetable and give you some estimated times of arrival into stations further north. Now, to answer a question I have received quite a bit, yes, we do have catering on board this train. As I'm sure you can understand, our catering staff have arrived at the train at the same time that you have. We appreciate your patience, everybody. We're going to get you to where you're going just as soon as we can, and I'll get back to you before too long. Job number 1 is checking tickets when we depart, and we are ready for a immediate departure.
The train leg of the journey today is from Bundaberg, heading towards Gladstone before finally reaching our destination, Rockhampton. The journey time for this leg was almost 3.5 hours. I booked my business class ticket today on the queenslandrailtravel.com.au website for $157.25. Now, I didn't ride business class for the first half of the journey, but without asking, I received an apology email, along with a refund of $56. This was the extra price I paid for business class, and I love that they just did that without prompting. In the seat in front of you, you'll find a menu for snacks and drinks, for when the staff come through with a trolley service. They also took dinner orders here, and being in Bundaberg, I just had to go for a Bundy and Coke. If you saw my last video on the Spirit of Queensland sleeper, you'll know that my one gripe was not being able to get out of the seat with the table out. This seems to have been fixed here. We also received a text with updated information on our arrival times, so we knew where we were and when we'd arrive. And on that note, there is Wi-Fi on board, which was quick enough to subscribe to your favourite YouTuber. After half an hour, dinner was brought to our seat. I had the braised honey soy chicken. It's only a small basic meal, but it tasted fine.
This service is now approaching Gladstone Station.
And now, with only one stop left to go, I better show you around. The rest of the train is in economy seating, with a 2-2 configuration, which looks similar to business, but with less legroom. There's a hole in the wall with a little canteen, and of course toilets. Imagine not having that. This one was clean and had everything you need.
And welcome to Rockhampton. I'm very, very pleased to advise that we'll be arriving onto the platform in Rocky in a little over 5 minutes from now. The platform will be on the left-hand side.
Now, this journey didn't go as planned, even for the staff. A tree on a line is nothing they can control, but the staff made a really bad situation much better. They helped everyone as much as they could and genuinely felt sorry for us. The way the staff acted when everything went bad is a testament to how good the service is at Queensland Rail.
We finally made it to Rockhampton. 2 hours late. The bus was terrible. The train, the little bit that I took, was great. The staff were amazing. Now it's to my hotel, which I'm looking forward to.
The hotel I'm staying at is an old railway administration building and has some unique furnishings, as well as something I'm really looking forward to, especially after today's journey.
Alright, 4-post bed and a spa bath. That's what I was talking about. I need that after that bus journey. Well, that was an interesting day. The bus ride, as I said, was terrible. The train ride was fairly good. But I think one thing with that is that it showed how good the staff were. And as the guy said at the end, they didn't actually know when they went to the station this morning that we were on buses. And I thought that they handled it pretty good. You know, free water, some snacks, and made the best out of a crappy situation. And we were only here 2 hours late. It's not the end of the world. Like, it wasn't terrible. You know I like buses. But I was on a 26-hour train ride yesterday, so didn't really want to get on one today.
Also, it's not every day you see a train running down the street. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please remember to like and subscribe. It means a lot. Thanks for watching.